Hey guys, it's Amanda and this is my channel, Mindful Dinosaur. Welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new here, then welcome. On this channel I do a lot of mental health stuff by sprinkling other stuff just for fun. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about quarantine and ed recovery, so let's get right into it. So for a lot of people, even though it's people in not eating disorder recovery, quarantine was hard. It took a lot out of people, but especially for those that have eating disorders. So I remember when it first started, we got a week off of school. It's like, oh wow, okay, just a week off of school. Some people get sick. Nope, obviously not. More happened than that. So we had to quarantine, and I was like, wow, okay, no school, great. I'm gonna do everything great. I'm gonna thrive. So I set up a schedule for myself. Basically, I'll go into the schedule a little bit later, but I had a very strict schedule that I would stick to every day. I came up with things like, as time went on, I'll go for a walk right as I wake up. I'll eat breakfast, and then I'll play Animal Crossing, and then I will do my exposure therapy, eat lunch, do yoga, watch a movie, and then watch YouTube just the rest of the night, do whatever. It became obsessive. If I could not walk in the morning, I would freak out. I wouldn't do it outwardly. It was inwardly freaking out. I would even walk in the rain, walk when it's freezing cold, super windy, just so I could get that in. And with the yoga, I had to do it. It had to be at least 30 minutes long. If not, I would be so upset. And it just became so hard because this was the routine every single day. And every day that I did it, it became more reinforced of what I needed to do. And eventually I started dropping weight. And I started intuitive eating, which I was so excited about. But I wasn't getting in everything that I needed to. And it wasn't like me choosing to cut out certain things. It just became one of those things that kind of kept tiptoeing down, I guess, in a way. But it just kept kind of getting worse, and then I kept losing weight, and I wasn't really sure why, but I kind of knew in the back of my brain because of the new activity that I had been doing, like, because I hadn't been walking or doing yoga every day before, so just all that and the intuitive eating where I ate a little less, it just kind of spiraled down till I became a very low weight. And I think it was in August that I started trying to gain more weight. From March to August, it was just kept losing and losing weight. Then after August to around December, it was kind of just up and down until I finally reached a range where I'm at now, where it's kind of more steady. It's in a range right now. I'm not going to go into specific numbers, but I still have to gain some more weight according to my dietitian. So I'm on the right track with that. But just with quarantine, things really got to me. I became really anxious. Like, I was already anxious, but I became really anxious and hyper aware of everything, of my body. I became so focused on my body. I would body check for like 20 minutes at a time, just going back and forth between each mirror, checking to see if everything's the same. And then just when we had a scale at home, which they locked away when I saw it, my whole day, my whole being would be defined by that number. My whole day would be just focused around that number. If it was lower, I was so happy. If it was higher, I felt like I could not eat. But I didn't show it outwardly because I thought that I would just scare people or have more lockdowns on me and be watched 24/7 again, which I wanted some freedom, and I guess I hid that in a way so I could keep my freedom, even though what I needed was a little more support. It's not like they would lock me down just because I was struggling, like they did when I was like 13, which was needed because I was deep in my eating disorder. But now I'm getting towards the edge of recovery and actually working really hard towards it. And I have never been in this place that I have been before. I think quarantine has really showed me what I don't want in my life. That's one of the good things that's come out of it. it showed me that I don't want to be stuck in that cycle for the rest of my life. Now that I'm at mostly recovered weight, I feel great, and this time feels a lot different, and I'm starting to accept and almost love my body, not quite yet, but telling my body that I love it and just nurturing it rather than hating it and wishing parts of it away. I'm in a really good place, actually, and I feel confident in my ability to move forward towards recovery for the first time. I'm fully towards it. I have goals now. I actually have internal motivators, which I had before, but it was mostly external for other people. But for now, this is what I want for myself. I want to become a makeup artist. I want to do yoga, stay in yoga. I want to eventually have intuitive eating. I just want so many things in my life now. And quarantine has showed me exactly what I needed in my life. Even though quarantine has sucked and it's been hell, I've learned a lot from it. I've learned a lot about myself being stuck in the house, just not being able to go out, do things. I've kind of internalized a lot of things and became hyper aware, and not just a negative way, in a positive way too, about myself. And I started meditating. I kept doing yoga once I got the clear from my dietitian, and I feel great. Yeah, so if you have any questions about anything, or if you need any support, leave it in the comments down below. Follow me on my social media. I will be sure to respond to your messages, as long as it's appropriate, of course. I will link my social medias in the description down below. So please, if you need any support, please come to me. Reach out to anyone, really, that you love and trust, because it's hard. It's so hard, but people do care about you. So I hope this may have explained a little bit. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you can see when I post all my lovely content. But yeah, thank you again for watching so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye.